no such thing as a painless lesson. They just don't exist. Although, if you can endure that pain and walk away from it, you'll find that you now have a heart strong enough to overcome any obstacle. Yeah, a heart made full metal.
Butterflies inside. In your locker I would hide. The truth is only you I see, and you're just what I need. I bring you flowers every day, just to roll you in the hay. Well, I'm feeling fine, I'm right on time, I know I'll get my way. And you're just what I need, and you're just what I need. Not everything works as it seems, that's so hard to believe. So I went down to the record store, picked my head up off the floor. The truth is only you I see, and you're just what I need. And if it's my world that you fear, let me make this very clear. Well, I'm feeling fine, I'm right on time, I know I'll get my way. And you're just what I need, and you're just what I need. Not everything works as it seems, that's so hard to believe. Yeah. Bring you flowers every day, just to roll you in the hay. Well, I'm feeling fine, I'm right on time, I know I'll get my way. And you're just what I need, and you're just what I need. Not everything works as it seems, that's so hard to believe. But you're just what I need, and you're just what I need. Not everything works as it seems, that's so hard to believe. Yeah.
Hi Ellie, happy 34th birthday. I am so happy that you are my son. I'm really proud of you. I have 34 years of your memory that makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me, but most of them are so precious and so priceless. And in the future, I want to have more good or bad memory with you. That is my treasure in eternally. That was my best experience in my life, which is gave a birth to Sammy and Eri and you. I love you. Happy birthday. Yay.
Happy birthday, son. With many more years, more great years to come. You surpassed Jesus, who had only 33 years on earth, but his legacy still lives on among many. So it is not the years of your life, but the life of your years that count most. Life is impermanent. With your reflection, honesty, and origin, we can forgive ourselves and reconstruct our meaningful life. It's all up to you. For every hour's count and every choices will have the impact for the rest of your life. In years ahead, let's make the right choices and effort to find your true happiness, even beyond the demand of material world today. I believe in you, and I think you can do very well. Happy birthday.
Hey, Ari. Remember all those years playing Legos in that little, where we had the little room in the 305 Elm place? Man, those were the times, huh? Good times. Anyway, just wanted to say happy birthday. Alex does have a little surprise for you. Maybe you kind of know about it already, but some of his first words are geeky. So I'm sure that's a pretty awesome gift for you, huh? Anyways, happy birthday. Love you much.
Hi, hello. From one thinker to another, I hope that today comes with the opportunity to be able to reflect. I guess I'm reflecting on one memory in particular. You might remember that night that you, me, Sean Verma went to Garden Grill, that restaurant in, I think it was Pawtucket. The conversation was great. Always enjoy the company that you provide. The food was also amazing. And it's funny to think about that years later, Jess pitched her favorite restaurant in San Francisco, an all veggie restaurant. And my level of enthusiasm for going out, I think, was a green flag early in the relationship. And so many thanks to you for your part in creating a positive association for me to check out an all veggie restaurant. Separate from all that, sincerely, I hope you get the chance to be able to celebrate and rest and relax. Already looking forward to the next time that we get to hang again. Love you and miss you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Arison.
Happy birthday, Arison.
Tilly says happy birthday too. I hope you have a great birthday. This might be the first birthday that we're not celebrating with you in Dallas. Wish we were there. Definitely miss all of our trivia nights. And on Thursdays, there is a lost part where I don't know what to do after work. So I kind of force Adi to watch Jeopardy with me since we can't go to trivia anymore. But miss you. Hope you can come down and do that at some time where we come up. Adi, what's your favorite memory with Arison?
I would say the random hikes that we went on even when Steph wasn't in town. And, we can really just bro out. Miss those moments.
Bro out. Tilly, what was your favorite memory of Uncle Arison? She says all the times that you came and watched her while her parents were out of town. She's been sounding like a piggy lately. Anyway, super nice that Payne's doing this for you. We miss you guys. Hope you're gonna have an amazing birthday. Love you, buddy.
Bye, Arison.
Hi, Arison. Happy birthday. It took me a very long time to record this video. You can ask Peyton. I think I am the literal last person sending her a video. And part of the reason is I think of you as like the ultimate pinnacle of thoughtful birthday wishes and life sentiments. And so I almost don't know what to do right now. I feel like I am playing music for Beethoven. But I have just accepted that I'm going to do a bad job. So happy birthday. I hope you are having the best day. I hope you're having a celebration that is full of joy. And I wish you all of the very best in the upcoming year. I feel so lucky that our paths crossed and that we have been friends for 10 plus years now. Feel free to double check my math on that because I almost can't believe that number. But over that entire time, you have just been steady, incredibly thoughtful, introspective, super caring, kind, candid, hilarious, friend. And I remember during Durham, when we were working through our Enneagrams, I felt so like secretly proud that you and I had similar, or maybe the same Enneagram. I can never remember mine. I think you can also never remember yours. So let's just call it the same Enneagram. And I just think that that's incredible company to be in. So thank you for all that you are. And thank you for sharing yourself with us. And I hope you're watching this together with Peyton, because thank you, Peyton, for this fantastic idea. And I hope you're enjoying the birthday messages. And I hope you know how truly and richly you deserve all of the wonderful things that people are saying. So happy birthday, and wishing you all the best forever. Sending lots of hugs. Bye.
Dear Arison, happy birthday. I generally struggle with this, touchy-feely stuff, but, it's such a privilege to be your friend that you really make this easy for me. In honor of your birthday, I wanted to send a very unique message and wrote an acrostic poem for you. And of course, I use no AI either. And so with that, let me read it for you. So A is for Arison. R is for reason. I is for iSun. S is for sun. O is for on. And finally, N is for no. I'm just kidding. And this isn't actually going to be my message. Um, it truly is a privilege to be your friend. And I really can't believe the serendipity of us all sitting next to each other during that first Pleme orientation picnic. I'm truly moved by your generosity, dedication to doing the right thing and doing it correctly, and your ability to have fun all the time. I figured I'd talk about three of many memories that stick out in my mind. So, first one I want to talk about was how you made our coffee table in med school. Do you remember how you got all the lumber? You actually used my multi-tool to put it all together somehow. I don't know how that worked. Um, and somehow that was the table that we used for all 4 years in med school. And do you remember the countless games of Dominion and Coup we played on that? It was the central piece of furniture in the central room of our apartment, where we all got together every day, hung out, laughed, even bet our own livers. So metaphorically, in my opinion, it shows how your effort and handiwork really buoyed the foundation of our fun and friendship. I want to talk about that one night you made us salmon. That's still, something I think about every day, to this day. Um, you remember we bought a sockeye and Alaskan king salmon, and the king salmon was $30 a pound. And um, first of all, both were so awesome, so were so dang good. But the sockeye salmon was with like a ginger-based sauce, and it was amazing. But I really still think about that king salmon all the time. It was really prepared with minimal spices, and you really wanted to let that fish shine. You baked it on a cedar plank, um, and the texture was just insane. I've never been able to replicate it since. I tried to buy king salmon again. I just can't do it. And I think that's just another testament to your dedication to really doing the thing and doing it correctly. Now let's talk about having fun. Do you remember when we went to that Jacoby concert in Brooklyn? Feels like yesterday. That's still a core memory of my life, man. It was an absolutely amazing show. Can't believe we were eating dinner before the show right next to the band. Um, and then we just went in and we saw them. It's crazy. Um, and it wasn't so fun in the moment, but I look back so fondly on the chaos of getting back home, taking the wrong subway line, our phones dying, missing the last train home, making a $25 collect call to your dad so he could pick us up and crash at your place. One could argue that the post show was as fun as the show itself. So, with that, wishing you a happy birthday again, Harrison. And I hope this year and every year is a banger. And can't wait to see you again.
Start. Can I see?
Well, Harrison, happy birthday! I don't even want to think about how old you are because that would then make me think about how old I am. So I'm just gonna pretend that you're turning 30s-ish somewhere. Not that growing old is at all something that we shouldn't be excited about. I mean, I think growing, like, each year is amazing. I just feel no need to focus on the numbers. Anyways, happy birthday! I wish I was there to give you a hug in person. Like always, I miss you so much, and I miss 299 and Providence and our crew. But I am so grateful and thankful for the fact that we've stayed in touch all of these years and that we created a bond that has withstood large distances. And I want to say, Peyton, you're amazing. Thank you for putting this video together for my friend, and I'm so excited that you both have each other and you're both such lovely people, and I can't wait for our next reunion. So the task was to send you a birthday video and, to talk about something more than just saying happy birthday. And so I thought about, when I think about Harrison, what 3 things do I think about? And I think that the 3 things that came to mind were, 1, his logicalness and how that informs his thinking and his way of viewing the world. 2, him being a lover of fun and being just a fun-filled person and somebody that is so lovely to have fun with. And then 3, him being such a cooperative, group-minded person, like somebody who is down to clown as a group. And I think that is so special as well. So those are my 3 things, and I'm going to talk about all 3 of them, and I hope that this video isn't stupidly long. Okay, so when it comes to logic, so generally when a question is brought up, Harrison loves to examine it from all possible angles before deciding on what he thinks is actually going on, what he thinks is true, what he thinks is moral, like what he thinks should be going on, what he thinks should happen as a result. And then, he'll finally tell you what he thinks of the picture in like a full 360-degree type of way. And so he has like this platform for thinking about logically, like he has all these different logical frameworks. But ultimately what I think that comes down to is just extremely thoughtful. He's a very thoughtful person, and I think that's what makes him invaluable as a friend, a colleague at work, and a partner, I would imagine. Because when you go to Harrison for advice, you aren't going to just get something to soothe your ego. You're going to get something meaningful, something of quality. And so one personal thing that I got from this is that I think that probably throughout all my time at 299, and even like in undergrad, of all my guy friends, I would say, I think Arison is the one that I would go to the most about my relationship, my friendships, and my family, and my academic woes. I think I chose Arison because Arison is just a really incredible listener, like truly incredible. I mean, really, like, you know, we got lucky, I think, with our group of friends. Like, I think that a lot of, like, I could really say that about most of 299, all of 299, really. But I would say that it's not even, you know, and maybe that's why we all bonded and like each other, because we all actually are pretty good at listening to each other. But I would say that it is really, you know, having grown up a little bit more and met more people, I do think it's an extremely rare quality. And Arison, yeah, has a knack for presence and has a knack for listening. Basically, Arison, you sit with such presence, attentiveness, intensity, but also openness. I don't feel stressed out when I talk to you about what I might be thinking. And I think, and I don't get stressed out about worrying about what you're thinking of me. And I feel like you're somebody that I can trust with my feelings, with my secrets, and trust as somebody who I think would give me sage advice, you know, as sage as one can be in your mid-20s. Okay, so, you know, Arison is extremely logical, and he uses that logic to really think about things thoroughly and be very thoughtful, and as a result, be an amazing listener and friend. The second part about Arison that I wanted to talk about is how he loves to have fun. And yeah, I mean, dude, you're just like a fun guy. Like, we played so many board games. We played so many games. We played endless, like, I don't even know, like, anything that could be gamified. I feel like we gamified it. We played a lot of drunk games. You know, possibly, arguably, we drank a little too much. I mean, I don't know what exactly we expected when every 5 weeks we played a game called Bet Your Liver. But, I mean, I think that's also another reason why I think about those times together with such fondness, and that we just, like, had a lot of fun, and we like to have a lot of fun, and we like to have a lot of fun together. And so specifically about fun in games, I was remembering that time in college. I think this was in college and not in medical school, where there was a huge snowstorm, and I remember me, you, Rohan, and Kwame met up and explored the magically transformed city of Providence post-snow, and everything was white, shiny, cold, slippery, soft, and it was kind of one of the best days ever. I think classes were closed, and so that obviously helps, but you know, we just like bundled up and walked around in the sunshine, and everything was just like looked different because it was covered in snow, and so that makes things exciting. And we had snowball fights, and we stole a tray from the Ratty. Poor Ratty probably experienced a huge, you know, loss of trays. And we tried to surf down the slopes of India Point Park together, and I'll remind you that you were the first to attempt such feat. And yeah, I mean, you're just always down to like have fun and have a good time, and I think that's really special too. Okay, and then last but not least, I wanted to talk about how you are so cooperative, and that you care for all of us, and that you are help create us, and that you know, I feel that altogether we have such good juju, and I think that's really special, and I am so glad that, you know, we got to experience that together. And yeah, in my dreams we would get to all live together again and experience that again, but you know, I'm just thankful that we even got the opportunity when we did. But one story I wanted to pull out of that, out of that is, I remember once I spilled a carton of blueberries all over the kitchen floor at $2.99. Do you remember that? It was like, you know, those like plastic cartons filled with blueberries, and it's like one of those things where it's like you take for granted how many times that you do that, right? Like, you know, you put it into, you balancing things and you put it into the fridge properly, and then when you finally don't do it right, you're like, oh, like this is the repercussion of said misdemeanor. And so basically you were in the kitchen when it happened, when I dropped the blueberries all over the floor, and naturally I was like, oh fuck, what have I done? But then you appeared. You were just like there to like help me with it selflessly. And you made the boring chore of picking up all the blueberries one by one fun. I mean, I don't know how, but you made it really fun. We laughed about the dilemma. We laughed about how onerous it is to pick up numerous small, round, rolly, squishy things. And then we just kept on talking and laughing until the task was done.
Harrison, happy birthday! Woo! Yeah, I love you a lot, and I hope we get to see you soon. For your birthday, I have prepared 6 things I like about Harrison. Starting with A, you are analytical / academic. I feel like you love learning about things and knowing things very deeply. And yeah, I feel like any of the things that you're interested in, when I talk to you about them, you have a wealth of knowledge about those things. So you're fun to talk to. R for reliable. Yeah, I feel like when we were living together, I was free a lot, and I feel like you were always available to like talk to me or play games or, just pass the time, and were reliably be in good spirits and someone that would hang out with me. So I appreciated that. I for introspective. This was probably the easiest one. But I feel like, yeah, your contemplative nature was maybe gifted by your parents in your name. But yeah, I'm also like thinking about that kind of stuff. So yeah, love talking with you about the inner workings of the mind and philosophy and kind of thinking about the deeper nature of things. That's very Harrison. Then we have S. I have silly. Yeah, I feel like despite how academic and introspective you are, have a great laugh and sense of humor and keep things fun. And I sound stuffed up, so that's fun. O is for open-minded. Yeah, I feel like you are super open to new perspectives and new ideas, and generally, yeah, just always interested in learning about different perspectives, which is fun. And then N. For N, I have neighborly. And yeah, I feel like, at least for sure in my time with you, you were an awesome roommate. And I feel like you're very other focused and, yeah, just someone that's thinking about the people around him and how to make that better. So yeah, sorry if I sound a little stuffed up, but I love you a lot, and happy birthday.
Hey Harrison, happy birthday. I know it's been a while since we last talked. I still wanted to send you a quick message and just say I hope you have an awesome birthday and an even better year ahead. I've always appreciated our memories that we've shared, especially, just Dallas in general. I was just talking to someone today about it. I miss it tremendously, and just you guys as well. And I hope life's been treating you well lately. Also, I want to do a quick shout out to Peyton for really putting this whole video together. It's seriously such a thoughtful surprise. You got a good one, man. I hope you get to celebrate properly. Happy birthday, man. Wishing you nothing but the best. Peace. Peace.
Hi Ari, happy birthday. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it reminded you of something important, which is that you are loved, not just by me, but by your friends and your family and people who care about you deeply. And I hope that this video reminds you that no matter how far apart people are, you're never carrying your life by yourself. I love you, and I hope you enjoy your special day, and I can't wait for you to see this video.